welcome to another one in my top 5 ways to help blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a couple of top 5 videos, or like 5 ways to videos. I just really like the number 5. I just feel like it's a very decent number of things to list. So today I'm going to be doing the top 5 ways to help someone with anxiety. I have previously done top 5 ways I have done top 5 ways to help someone with depression in the past. So that was the last one I did. And then this one is anxiety, because anxiety is a little different to depression. They kind of go hand in hand, but also they are two different things. So I've got 5 things written down of just kind of general tips on what you can do to help someone with anxiety. Another disclaimer, I do it every time. I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a therapist, I'm not trained in anything. This is literally just from like my perspective of someone with anxiety, which is moi, and kind of what helped me when I was having anxiety attacks or anything like that. And yeah, so that's how I've put these 5 things together. So it's not medically proven, factual, just FYI. So without further ado, I'm just going to get straight into it. So first one is, I said this in my last depression one, is do your research. Find out what the symptoms are. Find out what you should be looking out for. Anxiety is a weird one because it does make you act really weird. So not only does it have a mental effect on you, but it can also have a physical effect on you. So looking into those two different kind of symptoms and effects that they can, like anxiety can kind of have, will give you a better idea of how to kind of go about stuff. So for example, I said about in my mental health kind of story video, which I will link down below if you want to go and check that out, but I said in that when I first had really bad anxiety, I used to have this thing where I couldn't stand up because I'd get really dizzy. So eventually I was just like lying on the floor because I was like, I don't want to stand up, I feel weird, I feel a bit sick, just gonna lie on the floor. But my family didn't know what the hell I was doing, why I was doing it. So if they had researched into it, if they had looked into it previously, they didn't know to look into it, they didn't know I had anxiety issues. But if they had, then they would have been able to recognise that as a symptom, and then we maybe could have got that solved a little bit sooner. So researching into it can not only give you kind of the knowledge and the skills to be able to deal with it when it happens. So if someone's having an anxiety attack, you'll know kind of what to do or why it's happening and stuff like that. And just the more you know, the easier it is to deal with. It's exactly the same as if you have anxiety. Like the more you research into it, the more solutions you find, or the more experiments you do with like breathing techniques and stuff like that, the more you'll learn and the more equipped you'll be to deal with it in the future. The second one is to encourage meditation. Too many times, or too many people these days for some reason, have this weird, pretentious idea about meditation, and it puts people off, which is a huge shame because it is amazing, which I've just reminded myself I forgot to do my 10-minute meditation this morning. So this whole pretentious idea around meditation and how it's only for like hipsters and whatever is a load of bullshit. Just ignore it. Meditation is amazing, especially if you have anxiety, because it teaches you breathing techniques. If you are in a public place and you're having an anxiety attack, the best thing you can know how to do, oh hello, the best thing you can know how to do is breathing techniques, because you can do it kind of on the down low. You don't have to be really extravagant about it. You can literally just sit on a park bench somewhere, or just sit down somewhere, or even stand and just focus on your breathing. So practicing meditation can really help you to kind of be equipped in that situation. Encourage people to do meditation. Do not kind of ridicule them because they decided that they want to sit down for 10 minutes every day, or make fun of them because they meditate. Like, come on now. Grow up. Even these days, there is like an increase in group meditation activities that you can go to. They're not all full of like crazy hippie people. Some of them are genuinely fun and a great place to meet people. So if you've got like a meditation group, why not take them along to it? Like, go with them. You learning to meditate and like learning these techniques is not gonna kill you. Like, you'll be fine, and if anything, you might actually find that you deal with your shit a bit better. So encourage meditation, encourage group meditation, just chill out with them. Like, don't ridicule them for it and actually give it a try. Number 3 is offer to stay in. So if you have a friend or a family member or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, and you know they have anxiety, every now and again, why not just suggest to them that you just stay in, you get takeaway, you just chill out in the comfort of your own home, and so they don't have to go anywhere. A lot of the time, if you have anxiety, public places can be terrifying. Like I said in my mental health video, I used to have loads of problems with being in shops or like being at house parties and stuff like that. But I always felt like if I didn't go, I'd be missing out, and then that would distance me from all the people that I kind of didn't want to be distanced from, like my friends or my family. So just suggesting that you just stay in and get like a pizza or something, or like watch Netflix, can make all the difference. Not only will they feel included and you have obviously thought about them in this scenario, then they'll also feel more comfortable. So offer to do like stay at home activities is always a nice gesture. Number 4 is learn about breathing techniques. So this kind of links in with the whole meditation thing. You don't have to technically meditate to learn breathing techniques. There is loads and loads of information out there on how to like do breathing techniques, the different ones that you can do. There's like 4-4-4, I think it's called, or something, where you breathe in for 4 and then you hold your breath for 4 and then you breathe out for 4 or something like that. I don't know. One of those. But learning these breathing techniques can really help. So if you spend a lot of time with someone that has anxiety and could potentially have an anxiety attack, then you knowing how to do breathing techniques and being able to coach them through it will be really helpful. So if someone, like for example, I had a friend at one point who had an anxiety attack in a club. Because I knew breathing techniques, I managed to calm that person down because I could coach them through it. So you're kind of, it's a bit like learning first aid to help someone if someone's like choking or something. If you learn breathing techniques, you are then equipped to help that person, and then that person might also feel a bit more like you care because you've made that effort to learn that to make them feel more comfortable. So breathing techniques, always helpful. So the 5th and final one is to try and stay calm, not get frustrated, not get angry with the person, just chill. So this kind of comes when you have research, you understand a bit more, you've kind of educated yourself in why they do what they do, kind of what symptoms anxiety have, and things like that. So you kind of know if you are asking someone to go out somewhere and they keep saying no, or they say they can't, then don't get frustrated with them because you want to go somewhere but they don't. Kind of keep that understanding. Yes, it can be frustrating. Yes, you know, if you're constantly wanting to do something with someone else and they are just too scared to do it, it can be frustrating. But you have to kind of see it from their perspective as well. Like, anxiety is irrational. It makes no sense. So someone might be scared about going outside. There is no logical reason why they're scared to go outside, but they are perfectly aware that there is no logical reason why they're scared to go outside. They then don't need you to be pressuring them into doing it, or getting angry with them, or getting frustrated, or starting an argument because they don't want to do something. So educate yourself, learn about breathing techniques. All of those things that I spoke about before can help you kind of keep that level head and just try and stay calm with them. So that is it. That was my 5 ways to help someone with anxiety. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm more than happy to answer them. And also, if you are feeling generous and you want to donate to my Just Giving page for my Great Wall of China trek, which I'll be doing next year, then that link is down below for you as well. That is it for today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.